Hello and welcome to Warhammer Wednesday. Today I'll be unboxing and reviewing the Space Marine Librarian in Terminator Armour. He looks very similar to the metal one, but the kind of like rod is different, and I think he's holding the Stormbolter in his left hand. I'm not too sure, I'll have to have a look. It comes in one of these large clamshell packs. It's larger than your normal standard sized. So first of all, let's just unbox it. Looks like you've got a Terminator base in there. Yeah, there's your Terminator base. And once again comes with this kind of data sheet. I always like to keep these before I paint them, just as a bit of reference for painting, because you never know, sometimes I might take it off the site and things. Gives you the stats down at the bottom and a little bit of a tutorial how to put them together. He's literally like the front and the back of him just slot together with a bit of messing with the weapon or his left arm as well. Let's have a look at the sprue itself then. There's the back, very nicely detailed. I love the ridge and the line on the cape. It's a shame that you can't change his head, you know, change it in a different direction. That is a bit of a shame. This model, incidentally, will cost you about £22, but if you shop around, you get a discount, get it for 15. But you do get the option of having kind of like a hand outstretched, as though he's casting a psychic power instead of the Stormbolter. I'm going to have a look at my other Librarian with the Stormbolter, and I'm going to use the hand instead. So here's the other side, the book, lots of detail on there, and on his rod there. Yeah, very nicely detailed model. So in the next part of the video, I'm going to show you the miniature complete, so stay tuned for that. And welcome to part 2 of my Space Marine Librarian in Terminator Armour review. This is the finished miniature. I've gone for the hand outstretched because with the Stormbolter he just looked too much like a Terminator, and he just looked too much like my other Librarian in Terminator Armour, and them all firing with Stormbolters. It might be quite reflective to the battle, but I like the Psycho with his hand outstretched, practicing his art, as it were, rather than just shooting, because obviously any Space Marine really can just pick up a bolt gun, but he's kind of mid-cast or about to cast something, so that's why I've kind of chosen that pose. I like his staff, his rod of his discipline. It's pretty nice. There's a little book that you had to glue on as well separately. I think it's a really nice, cool looking miniature. Certainly got some presence about him. I don't know whether he's a better looking miniature than the old metal one. A bit like the metal chaplain in Terminator Armour. That was such a cool model that they, instead of redoing it in plastic or completely changing the mould or anything like that, what they did is they just brought it out in fine cast. Is it really worth the £22 though that they're asking for? Again, I'd only pay like £15 or so for this guy here. I don't think I would stretch to that amount of money. I think it's a very high amount of money to pay for a unipose model that isn't a special character. It's just an HQ choice, really. That's the Librarian. I think he's a wicked model. He's going to go really well with my Psychic Conclave, or whatever you call it, where you've got the group of Psychers. Thanks ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.